All right, hey guys, Jason here. We're up here at Jimmy Britt, the amazing Jimmy Britt here in Statesboro. We're up here all the time, and we have got the keys for a 2026 Gladiator Willys. And this is in that rain color. We're pretty excited. If you are looking for any of these, remember, come up here, talk to Brian. Here's his info right here. This is the guy you want to talk to. These guys are fantastic up here, but he's the one that hooks me up with the keys. He's the one that helps many of you guys. I can't tell you how many. You guys are even from like Oregon and stuff like that. He was just telling me today, he just sold a vehicle to somebody in Oregon that, you know, they called up here based on these videos. So like I said, you know, these are great guys here. And we have the keys right here. Okay, let's see. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Fired right up. So what are we getting on these 2026s? Well, there's some pretty neat changes that are happening on the 2026 Gladiators. I'm making a video dedicated to that, but notice we have LED lights. LED lights are now standard on every single one, even on these the lowest level trim versions of them. They're going to have them on there. So that's a very nice feature for the Gladiator. So we're pretty excited. So even the Sport and Sport S will have LED lights on here. But we got your standard bumper on this thing, LED lights. Love the Willys has got the two-tone grill, or the blacked out grill, as opposed to like when you look at a Mojave color match grill. Okay, you see all the other ones are color match grill. Sport here like this, they're all color match grills, but the Willys is always that blackout grill. Beautiful. Willys also comes with mud tires unless a dealer orders them otherwise. And but love the mud tires that come on them. You get the color match fenders on here too. So you know, they do these things very well. This is a great looking rig. There's no doubt about it. Like the Willys package. And for starting in 2024, they started offering the rear locker in the Willys, which is a beautiful thing. So we're very excited about this. You know, they do such a good job. Not a lot has changed for 2026 over 2025, but they like I said, we are talking about some nice upgrades with some of the package contents, and the prices are actually lower. We get the same setup in the bed, tie downs in the low corners like we're expecting. We have the bed lights in here. Very rare to find a Gladiator with bed power. You don't usually get bed power in them. You can with some packages, but it's not super common. Simple bed, not deep, but it's functional. It does its job well, and it gives it to you there, which is a really nice feature. So single tow hook on the back of these, where the Mojave and the Gladiator, or the Rubicons, Mojave and Rubicons get double tow hooks on the back. That's great. One is enough because you do have your trailer hitch. So at least we get one, which is more than 99% of every other truck out there. But that is a beautiful thing if you want to run a hitch winch, a winch and a hitch cradle on the back. Having that extra hook on there is a great thing. Got the LED lights in the back here on this thing. So very well done. We're going to take a look inside, go through this thing, but they do it very well. Now this Willys also has the rock rails. Beautifully done. Perfect setup on here. And I did not unlock it. Let me make sure I get my key right here and find the key. Hold on. Here we go. Unlock it. Double tap. There we go. Okay. We're open. And this is that rain color. Where's our window sticker at in here? Should be a window sticker. If there's not, I'll pull one up online. There's a window sticker. So we'll look at that. But I know they just got all these in. This lot is so jam full. It's unbelievable. And I was talking to Brian just a few minutes ago, and he said there's just truckloads waiting to get in here. So it's a beautiful thing. So now we get cloth interior. Love it. I love the cloth interior all day long. Double matte pockets still in the Willys. Love that. 2 matte pockets. Okay, that was not the case in the Rubicons and the Mojaves. I believe you get that stupid mesh, whatever. Here's one right here. Here's what do we got here, Mojave? What's the back of this one look like in here? Is that? Yeah, so you get those, you can't really see it that well, but they're the mesh, the cheesy mesh pockets. Can't stand those. I mean, that's the most pointless thing in the world. Here, this is what it should be. True matte pockets. They are important. I like that stuff. Places I hunt, the things I do, I carry a lot of like military documentation, things like that I have to put dash passes up for. When I hunt certain states, I got to throw different passes up on my dashboard. It's nice I throw them all right in that back pocket of my thing, and it's real easy to can reach back and pull them out. Okay, I just like it. I like having the dash pockets. And back here, I carry a ton of stuff in there. I like them. We get air vents in the back. You get your window buttons right here. And we do not have any power back here, USB power, but that's okay. It's easy to run it back here. 2 cup holders in the back right here, accessible and easy. And let's look at our window sticker real quick while we're over here. So here it is, 2026, $50,000. Here are your standard or your extra optional. Here, let me zoom in a little bit. But these are your extra options. Part of the preferred package that you can see that you're getting in here. There's your setup, your standard options here. Okay, very well done. Straight up love it. Fantastic setup. And again, this is MSRP, not street price. Street price is obviously much better. You get the great Jeep floor mats as part of the whole deal here too. We'll set that right there. Now your seats are double set seats. You can flip them up this way and you get this massive tub. You get so much storage in a Gladiator. It is unbelievable. These are your to hold your doors and stuff, but you get so much storage. No mid-size truck in the world has as much storage in it as a Gladiator does. So much storage down here, it's unbelievable. You also have storage behind both seats. Back here, not only is it storage, you can see there's a light here, it's got lit storage, a compartment right here, and all this space here, and it is lockable. See the lock? So you can put your wife's purse back here if you're going doors off and have it locked behind that seat where nobody can get to it. So beautifully done, great setup. We will dive into this and show you that seat when I get over there, and we'll show you what we got going on. But like I said, they do these things incredible well. Nice soundbar system right there, simple and easy. The doors, this cut in the door makes it a little weird to get into the back seat, but it's not too bad at all. But it is a little different, but you got grab handles right there. Perfect setup. I love the Gladiator. God, I love the Gladiator. You just cannot, there's just nothing wrong with a Gladiator. I mean, you can't ever, you can't say anything bad about it. And if you do, you just don't know anything about trucks. But now when we flip up this side, right here, again, look at all that storage. Nothing compares to the storage in a Gladiator. It's that simple. You just can't beat it. And then on this side, we get pulled down here too. Lay flat here if you want it. But again, look at all this storage. Look at all that storage all the way across, and again, even courtesy lights back here. There's a light right there, little compartment pockets right here. It just doesn't get any better than that, and this one locks also. So there you go, perfect setup back here. Cannot complain about it. Simple to take the doors off and unplug them, easy peasy to do. Quick release hinges, no problems there whatsoever. Inside of here, we got simple setup. Now these I've never been a fan of, but honestly, they work. I cannot complain too bad, and they're easy to replace. They were in mine. I don't have a problem with them. Simple seats, manual controlled seats, so they're going to be, you know, manual slide adjustable seats, simple and easy. You get your standard. This is that standard Willys look to it as far as the dash layout. And I love the way they integrated this for 2024, still carried over to 2026. It does not look big, bulky, like somebody slapped it, like they glued an iPad on the screen. It's well integrated into here, and it looks very nicely done. We'll check the cockpit stuff when we get over there. Glove box is super deep, very well done. Cannot complain about anything that we're seeing on here. Big grab handle right there. Nice, functional, upright position, the way a Jeep should be. It is true essence of what it is and how it works, and they do it very well. And I love this color. I did show that. Let me show that on the window sticker for you too real quick so you see it here. But again, we grab this, we look up here, you can see rain exterior color, okay? That is what it is. This has got the 3.6 in it, amazing engine, love that. That 3.6 is as bulletproof as it gets. People argue that there'll be some jackass in the comments about, oh, it's a 3.6, it's a Jeep, it's garbage. They don't know what they're talking about. Again, I get so fed up with Nimrods and their BS comments. But anyway, like I said, as far as I'm concerned, there's no better vehicle in the world than a Gladiator. Man, it feels good to be back in one, sitting in one right now, as a matter of fact. There is nothing funner than this truck. There's no truck made that is more fun than this. If you get in one of these and you're not smiling, you don't deserve to be in one. I'm sorry, there's no other way to put it. But if this can't put a smile on your face, you're probably not really a happy person. You're probably one of those negative people that should probably, when you retire, become like the associate for the homeowners association kind of people that go around and, yell at people because their mailbox grass is too high around the stem of the mailbox or something like that. Because this vehicle screams fun on every level. Simple analog gauges, center stack display in there when you need it. You got your nice screen right here, simple, powerful, capable, 3.6 liter that does everything that you need it to. Nice display layout in this thing, done well. Let's crank that. Look at big knobs. Big knobs, turn down everything, turn it up, change your temperature, fan speed, volume control. It just doesn't get any better than this. Window buttons right here. Your aux and your USB-C, USB-A right here, 12 volt right here. You got your rear locker only, your axle unlock, but if this was a Rubicon, you'd have two locker buttons, front and rear, and rear only, but here you get that. You do get the Off-Road Plus button, amazing. You get the aux, 1, 2, and 3, and 4 in here for the aux. Hit the Off-Road Plus button, and it's got to be in 4-wheel drive for it, but it will bring up and give you a bunch of options, including the option to actually run your rear locker in 4 high too. Manual parking brake, manual transfer case. Does not get any better than this. Okay, how can you got a nice compartment right here on the top, store a little bit of stuff in there, and a big deep one here with a USB in there too. Life is good. Life is very good. This is a beautiful thing. Okay, and cannot go wrong with any of this. And this is kind of a nice feature, this little top one. We actually had somebody break into we had a kid. There was a troubled kid that was staying at his mom's down the road from us, and he went through cars looking for loose change and things like that, and he got into my truck, and my truck was like this when I came into it, and that glove box was open, and he had rattled through my stuff. He stole a pocket knife from me that I had in there, and that was really all that was in there. But it's funny is he did that, but he didn't realize there was one more right here, and there was like $35 in singles and fives for car wash money for when I come out of swamps. I'm all money, but I had like $35 in singles and fives sitting right here in this thing, and he didn't even see it. He grabbed this whole thing and opened it like that and didn't even realize there was a whole nother box there. So pretty neat. But anyway, like I said, beautiful system, beautiful setup. Now, complaints that people have as far as the payload and the stuff like that. Understandable. I get it. Let's look at it here. Where's our numbers? Where's our sticker? Right here. Okay. 869 pounds of payload. That's where you're getting at. 869 pounds of payload. This is not a, and here's your GVWR information for you. But remember, this is not a hard-working truck. This is not a 1500. This is not a Ranger even. This is not a truck that's going to work hard. This is a off-road, fun, enjoy life, get out and adventure vehicle. And so if it's got 300, 400 pounds less payload than some of the other ones, it is what it is. You deal with it. They're no different with these things. They're all that way. It's kind of one of the Achilles heels of them is you get less payload, but if that's something that you're concerned with, that's fine. That's like the people that say, well, I got to be able to fit a whole sheet of drywall or a whole sheet of plywood in the back of my truck in order for me to buy it. I could care less. If I'm going to carry any sheets of plywood or I'm going to carry any drywall, I'm taking my trailer. I'm not going up there with my truck to do it. And for the average person, I bet they're really carrying a sheet of drywall or a sheet of plywood one time a year in their entire, once a year at most. So realistically, be honest with what you do and don't need. And in my opinion, this is about one of the funnest vehicles there is. It is one of my favorite vehicles. I say without any issue. I 100% say this without any issue when I tell you that this is the most robust vehicle made today. It's one of the strongest, solid front axles, one of the most reliable, and I will stand by that till the day I die without question. You can argue it all you want to. I tell you 100%. And it is also one of two vehicles that I would buy again today if I were to buy another vehicle. Somebody stole my Power Wagon, I'd either be in another Power Wagon or I'd be back in a Rubicon Gladiator. That would be my thought. So there it is. Check it out. Details are right here for you on it, but that is a 2026 beautiful thing. And like I said, we're going to make a video pretty soon on all the changes for the Gladiator that are coming for 2026. Very few changes. There is a new trim coming out as a Sahara, which will replace what we had for the Nighthawk. And there's some package option changes. So we'll have a video on that soon. So there it is. We're locking it up. Gave you Brian's info in the beginning of this. Come see him if you have any questions. Every Gladiator that you see here, 41 over there, Mojave's all over the place. Every one of these are 2026. Okay, another Rain up there in the front right there, but that's a Sport, but they are all 2026s. Lots are filling up pretty good. Lots are going good with everything, so come check them out. Questions, comments, put them below. Thanks for watching.